What is up YouTube, it is Matty and I am feeling in the zone right now, so I am going to try and drop a 3-star for the clan. I'll talk about the attack after. I'm going to do a lot of replication of Stewie's raid. It's a big shout out credit to him on the actual raid design. But yeah, I think I'm good to go on this one. I've got some element of confidence with it. Ran through it in my head quite a few times. There's a couple of precautions that Stewie took that I don't have to take. So yeah, I think I'm in with a really good shout on this one. I've added he took 2 valks. I've added an extra 2 because he took a couple of test troops, like a test wall breaker there, a test giant before, and all that sort of stuff that I don't need. Also, he didn't bring a poison, which was a bit of a mistake. So yeah, there's a couple of things I can add a bit of value to the kill squad, because you'll see on his raid that the kill squad just didn't quite get the queen, and you watch her health look, and she just survived, which meant that the whole hog deployment, and I'm going to change it a little bit, but I think we're good. Just going to check everything's ready in my camps. Got 2 golems, 1 in the CC, 2 giants, 4 valks, 3 wall breakers, 22 hogs, which is the same amount, 8 wizards. That feels right, so I think we're good to go. In terms of spells, rage, jump, 2 heal, have got the poison, worth noting as well. Okay guys, breathe deep. As always, when you do a live attack, it's best to get the plan clear in your head, run it through a few times. I even, like, when I was watching Stewie's raid, was pretending to drop as to where I was going to do it. Which helped me a little bit actually. If not draw it, just get it familiar in your head, so when you're in there it doesn't feel strange or alien or anything like that. Let's go. Here we go. Okay. One, two. 1, 2, 3. Queen. Wall breakers, shouldn't be any surprises here. Poison ready. They're going to pull the CC in a second. Jump down. King down. Oh my god, go on King, go the right way. I'm going to rage in over here as well. Let's get everything going through. Wow, I think the jump was a little bit of a fail or something, because that seemed to take a little bit of a while to blast through. Hopefully we're going to be able to break through to the queen, to the right compartments. The king is going through now. I'm going to drop his ability down in a second. The valks are doing some work by the look of it. Drop his ability now. Queen ability I'm going to need soon. There we go. Meanwhile, giant and a group of hogs here. I am going to reinforce these boys with a heal spell, just a little bit in. Add a couple of hogs in from the other angles. And then we're going to save a group of hogs right for the back end of the raid, which is over here. I've sort of pre-healed it, but I wanted to do that. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, I'm just trying to keep my hogs alive. Meanwhile, giant, I forgot about him. Giant, wizard. Okay, so we've got a load of hogs left. I think we're okay. I should have dropped the wizard down a lot sooner. We have got a minute and a load of hogs for cleanup, so that's really going to be okay. I think my cleanup I dropped in the right place pretty much. Looks like that gold storage might be the final building to go down, judging by where the wizards are and everything. But yeah, we're pretty good on the time wise. Forgot that last giant, which is I could have done with him, but it didn't matter because a lot of my hogs survived. Oh god, you don't understand the pressure. It's particularly in an arranged war when you go into a raid like this. It's pretty incredible, and to pull it off and come away with a nice clean 3-star for the clan is it's something special. So woo. Anyway, and my last attack was crap as well, so my max attack, it just didn't work out. Hope the clan enjoyed that one. 41, wow. Okay. That was Ted just went in Matty, and there we go. Look, let's have a look. Yeah, it's good to see what the it's good to see what everyone thinks when they're watching the raid. Anyway, drop a little yeah boy, and let's look at it in a little bit more detail. So let's analyse Stewie's raid and where I made corrections to it. So firstly, you got to remember, Stewie did the first attack. He came up with the plan, and you'll see a lot of it was pretty perfect in terms of the plan. You can see he dropped a giant because of the cannon where it was. I asked him after, he dropped a giant there just to check the golem pathing, which is genius. Wizard funneling was perfect as well. Queen down. You see all this start was the same as my raid. So why breaks? If something's broke, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. His wall breaker actually got the CC pull there, which is why I was surprised my CC pull didn't start a bit sooner. But clearly I didn't need that extra giant and extra wall breaker, so that meant I was able to reinforce with a couple of extra valks. He also brought a couple of cleanup minions. I didn't need those, so I was, at this point, his Valkyries, one was hit by loons and the other just sort of perished, so they didn't really add any value whatsoever. So I thought if I drop the Valkyries later, then I should be able to get more value from them, keep my king alive a bit longer, that sort of thing. So yeah, I made a couple of adjustments there. Now this part of the raid, that giant I thought was a little bit pointless because the hogs were sort of getting slapped early on by the tester and the point defense. Then it just didn't quite work out. I thought, what's the point in that? So I dropped my heal a little bit differently. I dropped the giant down to tank for the point defense, which was a little bit different for me there as well. That giant as well, pointless, I thought. So I thought there was a lot of point defense down the back end, and that's where I was supposed to drop the giant, which is where I ended up not dropping it. But the main point of why Stewie's raid failed is because the queen survived. I think if the queen hadn't have survived, he would have still pulled it off and got the 3. Nice final heal spell placement, to be fair. Could have done with a couple of back end hogs on the cannon. But yeah, so when I looked at it, I mean, I asked him what the minions were for and what the extra giant at the start was for, and obviously you always know to use a test wall breaker. And because I could have gained some troops, I ended up being able to come in with 2 extra Valkyries. So if you look at my army comp, 22 hogs is the same, but I added 2 Valkyries in at the start. Lost one of the giants and one of the wall breakers. Spells all kept the same. And let's have a little play and look how I tuned it, because this is all what this is raid about. This is what this raid and the point of doing cleanups is. So I dropped a couple of giants, golems, sorry. Wizards exactly the same. I added an extra one to the right though. I just wanted to make sure and try and potentially go and get the cannon. The wall breakers I didn't need to worry about, just drop them in. And now he didn't use the poison, which would have really helped the CC. And you'll notice that I just drop the poison and then I move on and don't worry about it. And I drop the rage a little bit deep as well to give the Valkyries a chance. So you'll see the poison goes down now. Look, let the troops move on to it, give them a chance. I think I did a wall. Did I do a wall break, jump fail? Were my troops not? I think my golems were still bashing walls, so my jump spell was slightly off, which was a little bit concerning. King bashed through anyway, so that was a mistake. Because I dropped the king and the Valkyries late, they might have been able to take quite a few buildings down in the process. And you can see there, Valk's gone in and tripped the giant bombs. Everything's going into the core now. The golem's going in. Queen's going to add some value and take some buildings down, but she is going to move in. The king, I dropped his ability straight onto the queen. Look, queen's taking down the expos, which is perfect. Drop her ability as well. I think she's going to go maybe take the arch tower down. But here, watch. I dropped my heal spell was dropped a lot lower, and the reason for that is to get those hogs alive, because it's pointless them dying at the start, because they're going to add a lot of value later on in the raid, I imagine. The rest I sort of just trickled in a few hogs on the point defense, and then the final heal spell, look, was just to guide them into the last, guide them all in. And then I saved a few hogs at the back end. I should have dropped the giant first. Mistake on my part. Threw the giant in right at the end. But I had a couple of wizards to clean up. Again, should have dropped the cleanup sooner. I suppose I was so focused on keeping my hogs alive and getting that hog drop right that I forgot. but it turned out okay in the end, or not too much of a concern, and I was able to pull away with the 3. So yeah, I'm pretty happy all round. I mean, clearly, if I wasn't too happy that the jump didn't work, or what was the other thing, that I didn't drop the giant down, but other than that, you can see how many hogs I was actually able to walk away with, all because the kill squad worked. I added a little bit of value, but that isn't Stewie's fault. He did the right thing by testing. This is why it's much easier on cleanup, because you know, particularly if a raid is close, which his was, to getting the 3, it was just a couple of reasons why it didn't quite work out, mainly the queen not going down, but the plan was good, and I was able to tune that to make it more effective with the extra knowledge I'd gained. So hey, my credit goes to Stewie on this one, not myself, so big shout out to him. As always, subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber of mine already, and I hope to see you on the next video, guys. Peace.